Today we're going to be learning how to multiply 2 by 2 digits. So, for example, 45 times 23. And we have an acronym to help us remember the steps in multiplying 2 by 2 digits. We call it Many Zoos, Many Animals. So MZMA. And these are the steps. We have multiply, 0, multiply, add is what it stands for. Okay, so step 1, multiply. What we're going to be multiplying is the 2 by 1 digit, which is just like we learned the week before. So we know how to do 2 by 1 digit. So if I was to cover this up and say 45 3 times or 45 times 3, then you would know, okay, I remember this. I need to multiply this bottom number times my ones place, and then this bottom number times my tens place. And that is how we do a 2 by 1 digit. That is actually step 1. In other words, to help us do this, or another way to help us remember that that's what we're doing, is something I like to call turtle head. So we draw a little turtle looking head. Here's his eyeball. You see him? There he is. And that's just to help us remember we are multiplying the first 2 by 1 digit. So we're going to go 45 times 3. So we have 45 times 3. So just kind of forget that he's there for a minute. So we have 3 5 times is 5, 10, 15. So it's 15. We're going to regroup up here because anything bigger than a 9, if there's a place value to stick it over, then we're going to add it up here later. Okay, so we have 15 was our product for that first one. Now we're going to multiply this number times our tens place and add any regroups after that. So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So I'm going to put my 13 here, and I have my first product, my first answer to my 2 by 1 digit multiplication problem. So that's my first product. Okay, so check. I've done my multiplying. All right, now I almost wanted to erase this. I'm going to cross off my regroup up here, and I'm actually going to erase this. Why? Because I'm done. I'm all done with that turtle head. So now our step 2 is 0. Well, what am I going to do here? 0 is going to go right under here. And sometimes I like to put a little happy face to remind me that that's actually a placeholder for my next set of numbers or digits, and that is I'm going to be multiplying my new turtle head facing the other way. There's my next turtle head. And what I'm doing here now is I still have a 2 by 1 digit. The same thing we just did, only now it's a different number. So we have 45 really times 2. Times 2 what? Times 2 tens. So that's why we have a 0 there. And our second number is going to put our product, our answer here for our second number is going to go in our second line. Okay? So here's our second line. For our answer for our second product is going to go under here. What is our second product? So it is 45 times 2 tens. So in other words, the same way you would multiply this 2 digit by 1 digit, you're going to first go multiply this bottom number times the 1 place. Just because it happens to be over here does not change the order for which you're going to multiply. Math steps stay the same. So you're going to first multiply just like you would here, your ones place first, you're still going to multiply your ones place first. So you're going to have 2 times 5. And any regroups is going to go up here. Good thing we crossed off the old one so we don't get that confused. So we have 2 times 5 is 10. So we're going to put our 0 here. We're not going to put our 1 here because there's another place value number to put it over. So I'm going to just kind of do that. And now I have my new one. So I have 2 times 5 was 10. Regroup my 1 up here. Now I'm going to multiply just like I would a 2 digit times 1 digit. So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, so I've added my 0 there for my placeholder for my tens place. And now I'm going to multiply, I did multiply my 2-digit times my 1-digit, my second product. And now I have my answer, my second product here. But there's still one step, the A, add. So now I'm going to add. So now this is a whole new ball game down here. So if there's any regroups, it does not go up here, okay? This is our multiplying. Now we're going to be adding. So this is, you just kind of cross that off there. All right, now we're focusing on just adding these two products together. So 5 plus 0 is 5, 3 plus 0 is 3, 1 plus 9 is 10. There's nowhere else to regroup, so you can write your 10 here. So your answer to this 2-digit by 2-digit problem was 1,035. And this is your final answer. Final answer, and you are all done. Those are your steps. I hope that you learned something new.